just a quick tour of the Austin office, the Wizard side at least. We've got, this is the art and design pit. That's what we call it, the pit.
The
We
pit?
have designer implementers right here. These guys are primarily responsible for doing all of the world building design. They implement scripting. They place monster spawners. They do all the data integration in the game. So they're pretty busy. They have a really detailed and fun job, but it's hard. They sort of do all the heavy lifting when it comes to bringing the design to life. The artists, of course, over here.
That kind of looks like an art area.
Yeah, it does.
Now, you guys also made BioShock. I didn't know that. That's pretty good. They also made BioShock.
Yeah, right. We all play all the games that come out, so we're all big
Well,
fans
sure.
of
Yeah.
everybody's stuff.
So these are all artists, huh?
Yep, these are all artists. We've got animators, particle artists, we've got environment artists, modelers, textures, so they run the whole gamut. The art pipeline's pretty complicated.
There's somebody. It looks like a monster right there, I guess.
Yeah, we're doing some new monster upgrades for early on in the game to get additional variation.
Very nice. And your floor texture right here, I guess, of an area.
Yeah, that's probably our world building tool. You can see the
Mind if we take a
triangles
little
there.
closer
No,
look?
go ahead.
Yeah.
Triangle there represents some scripting elements.
And there it is, and here it is, maybe in the same. This is it, probably live, kind of, right?
Yeah.
Now, do you have I guess, a tool that lets you edit and add live?
We
kind
do.
of?
We have a world building tool. It's actually sort of a one-stop shop for all of our data integration and world building. So they're able to.
Now he's on a mount. It looks like.
Right. This is sort of a preview of our October build that's coming out.
Oh boy, I just heard about this.
Yeah. This is one of the mounts. We're on.
Looks like a tiger.
Yeah.
Boy, that's a nice animation.
So yeah.
Can
Mike,
you
if
zoom
do
around?
that?
Oh boy, look at that. Fantastic.
This is on one of our internal test servers.
I did notice that the nose on the Ninja Pig hat is bouncing the entire time.
Oh, the mask. So is this some of your work, the mount?
Oh yeah, I'm an animator. So
Really?
yeah, I animated all the mounts.
My goodness, look at that. It's very smooth. That's one interesting thing about your game. The system requirements are low, but the animations, the spell effects are really impressive. Look at that.
Given our min spec, there's a few of the bells and whistles that we can't quite get away with because they're only supported on higher graphics cards.
Sure, yeah.
But the stuff that we can do, we try and do very well. We try and polish the heck out of it.
Do you think you're gonna? Is this? I mean, that's going to be something you're going to keep for a while. The lower system requirements. Do you think you're ever going to start kind of slowly raising them, or do you think it's going to try to stay?
We've talked about it with subsequent products, but the direction, I mean, the bubble on sort of hand-me-down machines rises very, very slowly,
Right.
whereas the push seems to be more casual. I mean,
Right.
The biggest rage that just, kind of in the industry is
We'll get it
all
some.
netbooks, right? So
Right.
we just did a huge internal pass where we made sure the game would run on all the netbooks that are out there.
Yeah, and I got one on me right now.
Yeah,
Actually, yeah.
I'll be grabbing one come Christmas,
Cool.
and that's kind of the new thing, right? So we're not in a big hurry to raise the min specs.
That's got to be a challenge though, because in your, everything you add. I mean, I guess you can keep it within a certain realm of
It's
specs, but it's got to be a challenge.
It is
yeah.
a challenge. It's
Boy, look at that.
it's a commitment, really. I mean, every time we release new content, we want to try and raise the bar
Sure.
in terms of quality and visual polish and all that, and also in terms of download size. We're adding stuff to the game all the time. We
Right.
have to be able to keep the downloads manageable. And if anything, we're trying to shrink the download as we go. So
Yeah.
for example, we're creating some new technology to do the user interface that'll allow us to bring a bunch more polish to how we do UIs. But one of our benefits there is we're decreasing the size of all the UIs on the game.
Right.
So
Because you guys do the streaming, you get in right
Right.
away and it's streaming in the background, and I've never
Sort
even
of on
noticed much
demand.
of a lag when you're streaming. So that's
it's mostly
pretty,
the initial couple downloads. I mean, the idea was you'd see the commercial, and before your show comes back on, you're able to download the game, get registered, and kind of get in.
Very cool.
That way you get them hooked early.
I'm impressed with that mount. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
How many?
Yeah,
Do you know
it's
about
gonna
how
be
many
fun.
there's going to be different ones? Or
We built, I want to say, around 30.
30?
I think we're launching initially with maybe a dozen.
Woo.
We're holding some back for special promotions,
Okay.
and monster drops and to cycle them out later. So we tried to get a good selection.
That's going to be because there's travel in the game. You have to do a lot of walking and stuff like that, but it's not overwhelming like some
No.
games. So this is going to be a real status item. I can just
That'll be fun.
You
And
know.
actually, what you're seeing there is a sneak peek that no one else has gotten. No one has seen the cat.
No one has seen this.
That's really cute. I like that. Very smooth, very rounded. It's awesome. That's awesome. Thanks for letting me see that.
This is sort of environment.
How you
room.
doing?
So these guys are working on environments.
Very cool.
We've got
Granola bar.
A granola bar. We invented that too. No, we've got a concept sketch here for a new version of a player house.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
Wow.
we're basically doing player houses that are specific to the schools.
Right,
so there'll
right.
be ones for each school. And
So this
he's
one's
taking
gotta
it from
be,
concept to world building. He's modeling, doing the environment model.
What school is that then? Probably. About how about you? Have you done any death yet?
Yeah, actually, the death house is awesome.
I've got to see death, man. I'm a death school guy myself.
You like it?
This is nice. So this is a concept that you've done, and then you're putting.
Actually, Jeff Thonigan did that. He did the concept,
Really?
and I'm building it from the concept.
Very nice. And then these are concepts as well.
Yeah, these are other additional world concepts. These are mostly Grizzleheim.
Look at that. Beautiful.
So basically, when from the design side, we brainstorm kind of what we want the world flavor to be, and then we talk about the kind of on an individual area, we talk about kind of the points of interest we want to see, and then the artists really pull it all together and give it a visual flair, and that's when the concept comes out, and then we iterate over this a few times, and then it goes to that modeling stage, and then we come back through and we walk through it, see how it feels in terms of travel time, and we try and put interesting nooks that people can find through exploring, and then we go from there. And they texture it and they prop it out and they light it, and
Right.
it's a big process.
Wow.
It takes a while.
That's pretty impressive.
This is a sound office over here, and pretty much down the way for the next 3 offices are programmers.
Okay. Yeah, your sound is good. It's pretty nice in the game too. I love
Yeah,
the
we're
voiceovers.
lucky that we have. We're lucky that we have internal sound guys. I've worked for studios before where that's sort of always contracted out, or it's kind of a last-minute addition. And
You've got a
shoehorned
sound
in.
studio on site, don't you?
We have done some sound recording,
Okay.
but we have studio time externally,
Yeah.
and then since we did full voiceover for the game, we have kind of voice talent all over the world. In fact,
I was going to say, where is the voice talent come from? Just
Yeah,
like
everywhere.
you go through an agent or whatever, and you find.
right? Nigel is the voice of Merle Ambrose now. I think he lives in England.
He's outside of London.
I was going to say, he sounds kind of like he might be, or he's just a very good actor. I'm not
Right.
sure.
Programmers.
Oh boy, they're doing the hard stuff, man.
It's more initial whiteboarding, concepting,
Just
of
ideas
worlds
and just
stuff.
concept. Yeah.
Hopefully, there's no bad words on there.
I don't think so. We will blur them out.
Yeah, we'll blur out.
That's the storm. I see that. Very nice. Like I pointed out earlier, you want to get the font. That's their font. That is awesome.
This is a design office.
How you doing, guys?
Ray is our lead systems designer.
How you doing? Good, good. Just doing it on at the art and everything.
And then down there we've got additional project teams, and around the corner is the web group, and then further around the corner is the marketing group.